How long was I at 1 second? I was getting distracted. I'm sorry. Good afternoon. I am tired. I don't want to go to work today. The whole point of my schedule was I only wanted to work 6-hour shifts 5 days a week. And they're like, no, you are working 7 to 8 hour shifts 5 days a week instead. No, what? That's not what I said I wanted to work. Good afternoon, everybody. How you all doing? How is the Nintendo? Don't ask me. I have a job now. I can't do anything. I go to work. I get home. Sorry, hold on. Let me start from the beginning of the day. I wake up an hour before stream time. I get clean. I go get my food for the day. And then I stream, and here I am. And then after stream, I have an hour to get ready for work. Yes, I did, Pinata. And then, I go to work. I have my lunch break at work, which is only like 30 minutes, you know, whatever that is. And then I get home, and then I have to be in bed in less than 4 hours by the time I get home. And it's like, oh, I haven't done my Final Fantasy 14 dailies yet, so then I gotta do my dailies. And then it's bedtime. I couldn't even do all my dailies last night. I literally did main scenario roulette, and I was like, well, look, would you look at that? I'm out of time. It sucks. I haven't even, like, the only information I'm getting from this is just, like, from Twitter. So I know there's a Mario movie coming out. I know, Dragalia Lost got some stuff for their anniversary. Thanks, Pinata. And apparently now there's a near card game? I don't know. That's all I know about that. Oh wait, there's a new Kirby game. That's it. I don't know what else was out. No Bug showed me anything, which makes me think that nothing I care about was shown. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna go watch it, Fox. I don't go watch the Nintendo Directs. I really don't care about them. I like the Pokemon Directs more, not the Nintendo one specifically. And it's like if they showed some stuff for SMP5, I'm not gonna watch it because that's just how I am. Oh, okay. I didn't think about that, Gabe. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means like design-wise, like a Switch design, or if that means like a virtual console. I would love like Pokemon Stadium on virtual console. It does? What else? What? If they did Mystical Ninja Goemon on console, I would be pissed. That was an expensive game and I got it. I can't beat it. You know what? Maybe if they did put it on virtual console, I could play it. Because I don't have a Nintendo 64 anymore. Okay. So I think last when we played, we finally made it to the courtroom. I was confused because they brought in some of the jury, which were the witnesses from the last case. It was very confusing to me. I don't know if that's something that, if you have a Nintendo Online sub, I do. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, don't spoil, because Gabe said not to spoil. Here I am. I straight up into a oh, we're doing the, literally every single bug in the jury decided that our guy was guilty at the same time. And now we have to tell them that they're fucking dumb. Shinso, I took a drink redeem earlier. I did the drink redeem earlier. And Asher, thank you for subbing. 7 months, wow. Oh, Asher, not Shinso. Asher, you did the drink redeem. I did it. So now we have to find the little discrepancies and make them fight each other. For pity's sake, that little Nipponese oddity already admitted it himself, didn't he? Oh, he didn't admit anything. All right, I'm gonna press him for that. Hold it! He just said he was nearby, didn't he? Or like he saw them? Man, I am not ready to read, I'll be honest. I woke up and, oh, God, I felt so sluggish. My God. Excuse me, but aren't you... Yes, that's right. I was in the witness stand myself just 2 days ago. Yes, I had a feeling I knew your face, or the side of it anyway. Alright, he puts his hand on his sword, just rests it there. If I remember correctly, you're a banker, aren't you? That's right. After the gold rush down under, I came back to London to work. Eh? What? Gold rush down under? Asher, thank you for gifting a sub to Fall Furball. Do you know who that is? Oops, I almost dropped my controller already. In my time after stream today, I have to test that way to make sure it works. But it didn't come with any controllers, and I don't have any. Oh, it's just a random one? Why was rando censored? Don't push myself. You think I'm pushing myself by sitting here reading? I'm not. It's just I wish I could have more time in a day, I think. And it was all going swimmingly until you started fossicking? Fossicking around Bruce Fairplay was a man of repute. Sorry? Don't think I've forgotten how you treated me the other day. You had me and that young hatter pegged as criminals. Oh, well, you know, water under the bridge. Oops. What? So now this guy's got it out for the damn lawyer? Is that a thing? Are you allowed to have jury members that just like have a grudge against, you know, the defense? That doesn't make sense. Man, I wish I could do that game. But I know if I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I'm gonna cancel stream. And I don't want to do that. I just don't know if I said the word right. Now there's all sorts of rumors buzzing around, and the police have been badgering me nonstop. If I could turn back the clock. Like, I literally woke up at like 10, and I was like, oh, I'm exhausted. Maybe I should cancel stream today. And then I was literally unable to fall back asleep, and I woke up at like 20 minutes before my alarm went off. And I was like, well, guess I'll keep going. Well, anyway, I don't know about the Hatter, but at least I'm in the clear now. And free to make up my own mind about who's guilty and who isn't. Thank goodness. Alright, maybe I might struggle to change this man's mind given our awkward history. Oh dear, I wonder what's become of Mr. First now. First. God, this bell-looking girl. I can't remember what... I forgot I could just move over. If you said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why, it can only have been the victim. Are you sure about that? You're right that at the end of the at the time of the incident, the defendant admits to having seen someone wearing a green overcoat walking ahead of him. Well, quite. That's precisely my point. I really do not like this girl. I don't like her lips. Why does she keep doing that? Clearly that someone wearing green was the victim. And clearly that funny little Nipponese man with the disturbing mustache is the culprit. Why is she... She's constipated. But let us not forget, madame. The defendant vehemently denies attacking the woman. Why, of course he does. If he admits to stabbing her, his life is over. Yeah, forever duckface. The man is obviously a liver-faced coward, honestly, claiming the woman simply collapsed before his eyes. But if that's a lie, as you're suggesting, do you not think he would have concocted something more credible? Concocted. She's got a... Judge, she's got a weapon! Oh, I really couldn't say. After all, you are foreign. Who's to say what goes through your funny little minds? I thought about, for some reason, her little, what the heck is that called? Her little makeup clamshell thing. I don't know what that thing, I don't know what those are called. It reminded me of that when I was looking for stuff for my vampire costume for Halloween last night, which took me a whole hour. I meant to read manga before going to bed. Anyway, I thought about buying a pocket watch for it too. And I was like, maybe I should just tone it down a little bit. I don't think I need to add all this. But damn, I want to be like top tier. Yeah. But the thing frustrating me is I don't even know if I can wear it for Halloween at work. I told them, because they want to do themes, like costume themes. I said, if y'all are doing themes, then I'm not gonna dress up because I don't want to dress up. I don't want to pay money for a costume that I don't want to wear. So I was like, can we just like allow ourselves to dress up? Because I just want to be a vampire. They're like, oh, your section can be Star Wars or Star Trek, and I was like, I hate both of those things. Just let me be a vampire, okay, please. Yeah. I need to play 2. Eh? What? Play 2 what? I could tell you what's going through my funny little mind right now, but you wouldn't like it. What does that mean, Ryunosuke? I do declare that the man has already made the admission. He himself has stated that there is nobody else around. Surely the conclusion is obvious. No one else could possibly have committed this awful crime. Alright, I'm pretty sure some bug might say something about, like, some bug else. There's 2 games. This, oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't played either. We're playing the first one right now. If no one else could have done it, the accused must be the man. Really, it couldn't be more simple. Your argument is compelling in its simplicity, I must admit. Judge, quit, egging the juror. That's illegal, probably. Maybe. Oh my, you're too kind, my lord. That went well. For her. This nerd. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter. The thing is that he's a foreigner. Hold it! Y'all forget! Hold on. What? New Monster Hunter? No, I still haven't played any of Rise. I think I played a little bit since that April 1st stream. You know, remember? That sucked. God, that was horrible. I hated that one so much. I literally haven't really played any of it. And then here we are. Welcome back, Pinata. But can you can't deny that there are other routes Mr. Natsume could have taken back from your books. Yes, like you drew on the map, you mean? What was it? Calabash Road or something? Precisely. Naruhodo was like, exactly. But it seems to me that what counts is whether the little Japanese fellow actually went that way or not. Well, yes, that's true. And at that moment, there's no proof that shows he did, is there? Well, yes, that's true as well. I think the juror's got the lead here. As I understand it, the accused himself doesn't remember which way he went, does he? Well, yes, that's annoyingly true. Winter nights are dark and cold, so the way I see it, you want to get home as quickly as possible. Well, yes. Why is all this true? But we know he had a gas meter in his thing, right? But did he have the money to do it? So, like, for him, would it have even mattered if he made it home quickly? So really, the only thing that makes sense is that he went home along Briar Road. Ugh, I was supposed to be convincing you here. I've given it a lot of thought, you know. I didn't just make up my mind on a whim that he did it. I mean, if there was some logical reason why he might have gone to the Calabash Roadway, it'd be different. I'd be happy to reconsider my position in the case, honest I would. What a proper English gentleman, I'm sure. A reason why Soseki might have taken the longer way home. Yes, a good reason. I don't imagine you'll be able to sway this young man's opinion without one. Maybe it's because he saw the cat and he wanted to go get it. You remember the cat that was in his room? Maybe he didn't have it before. Speaking of, I saw this cute little black kitty. I don't think it was that little. It looked like he looked kind of gruff with like his ears either missing or like folded over or something or damaged. But he was big and he was cute and I wanted to hug him. I wanted to give him a piece of my quesadilla. And I'm just going, kitty, kitty. He sees me and he runs off. The bastard. What's happening? I'm 20 minutes late, so lost. Oh, well, the jury, okay, when we stopped, the jury decided that our defendant was guilty. And so now we have to, like, kind of plea with them to change the decision. And so we're trying to get their reasonings as to why they voted against him. And then at that point, we have to find contradictions between them and, like, another juror and then pit them against each other for them to change. That's basically it. Yeah. So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. Hold it! Whatever's the matter, young man? You're the wife of Mr. Garadeb, aren't you? The landlord who rents Mr. Natsume his room? The master's wife! Where'd you get your ideas, sir? Oh, that's right. She's his, quote-unquote, maid. I'm the maid, you understand? She's keeking. She's keeping up that charade. Ugh, this is going to be awkward. I really like Ryunosuke more than Phoenix, I think. Why didn't you mention this yesterday? That you'd been selected for the jury in this trial, I mean. Well, I was told not to mention it to anyone until the day of the trial, you see. Do it again. Nice. Yeah, it was in the letter I received. The instructions were very clear, so I'm afraid I had no choice. I see. Anyway, Mr. Natsume, the defendant, takes lodging in your master's house, doesn't he? Yes, that's right, although he's only been in a little over a week now. And in that time, surely he must have taken stock of his character. Does Mr. Natsume look like the kind of man who would commit a crime such as this? Oh my goodness me, yes. He's just the sword. What? Well, that didn't turn out well, did it? Spending all his time in that dark and dingy room sporting that unscrupulous mustache. What? Well, you gotta get his facial hair. I'll be honest, I don't like facial hair. The man never speaks, and don't get me started on those shifty eyes. All the neighbors are talking about him. That's why he has shifty eyes! He's paranoid! I've heard them, you know. People must think people think he must be building a bomb in there or something. Oh dear, poor Mr. Natsume. How could people say such things about him? He's just a harmless bookworm, nothing more. Well, you just called him a worm, so... What? She called him a bookworm, not a worm. Ryunosuke is, small-brained. Anyway, I had better be careful about inviting this maid to speak. She said enough damning things already. I really don't care. Can't we just... Didn't they have voices earlier when they all said guilty? That really threw me off. Can we just wrap this up now? I got work to be doing.
Hold it!
No! You're here at the jury, that's your job! A man's life is on the line here, sir. This will take as long as it takes. Don't get clever with me now, son. My life's on the line too, and so is my family's. Marinosuke literally just went, The likes of you wouldn't understand, but a laborer like me can't afford to take time off. His lips. I wish I could purse my lips here on stream. I can't. It makes me sad. I need one of those fancy 3D models in order to do that. If I don't work, I don't eat, and neither do the wife and kids. Oh, I see. That must be very hard. I go to the union every morning to find out what needs doing. If you're late and the work's taken, it's tough. This time of year, there's water and gas supply pipes bursting left and right and center. They're after cheap labor to get the roads dug up to fix it. It's a hard slog from dawn till dusk it is. Wallace and Gromit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed so hard. I've been hanging out with Laprio and like her Discord and stuff. There's just a guy that quotes like Wallace and Gromit in there. It's so funny to me. So you were digging up the roads on the day of the incident as well, were you? That's right. In fact, if I remember rightly, it was just around the corner from where it all happened. By that old bookshop it was. What? Another coincidence? That's right. Meerschaum Street it was. Meerschaum Street? What? Meerschaum Street. Well, that's vague. Okay. Because Meerschaum Street, it covers both those corners. On the map, Mr. Naruhodo, there's only 3 named streets. Jury number 5, I need you to add that information to your formal statement, please. What's the point in that? Can we just get this business over with now? Please, sir, it's important. Yeah, fine. I'll do it then. Alright, what was it? On the day it happened, I was digging up Meerschaum Street from dawn till dusk. Oh, he was digging it up! Oh, so the street was closed! So the only way he could have gotten to that store was the long way around. Whoa, we got it. All right. Your books, yes, nice shop, but bourbon books, no, not worth a visit. Hold it, Mr. Santa Claus, let's go. Sorry, fold it, you said? Fold what? No, what I said was hold it. What I wanted to ask was, do you visit your books often? I like the old books they have in there, yes. I enjoy reading them over a nice cup of old tea. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're talking about. I don't think I need to, but I'll do it. I don't think I have to press on something that's already been specified. And at what time did you visit your books in the day in question? Well, I was picking out books there all afternoon, and it would have been just after 5 that I left. So you would have seen him, because he left at, like, what, 4? That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about. Just before 5, you say. Exactly when the victim was attacked. Oh, no, it was like he left before that, but it was like 4:45? Are you sure about the time? Oh, yes, no mistake there. I remember it well. I'm not about to forget that day in a hurry. Not after the dreadful time I had. Dreadful time? What do you mean? Well, I was walking down Calabash Road when I slipped on the ice and dunked myself on the head. Wait, the guy he saw was him! It was him! He's got the green coat, he's big and rotund, and he tripped and fell. Wait, Calabash Road? Yeah, so this happened here, but what he would have seen was over here. Oh. So when he came home, he probably didn't see this incident because it was foggy. Oh. Earning all kinds of pistachios today. It's all coming together. I dunked my head. It's always worse after the snow stopped falling. That's when it's most slippery. Knocked myself clean out, I did. I really thought my number was up. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. This happened on Calabash Road? That's right. I live in Corn Pine, you see. Heading down Calabash Road is the quickest way for me to get back from your books. Like he said your books. That's not... Wait, hold on. Let me look at the map again. Oh yeah, so he went to your books. He didn't go to Bourbon. Okay. Juror number 6. I must insist that you add this information to your formal statement. It may very well be extremely significant. Sorry? Extremely sick? No, I'm quite alright now. Does he change it or not? It sends a shiver down my spine. Okay, I drink. Thank you, Ray. To hear the members of the jury still convinced of Mr. Natsume's guilt. But I can't help feeling that some of their opinions are rather subjective. I agree. It's the irrelevance of what some of them are saying that sends a shiver down my spine. Thank you, Ray. Still, at least some of their assertions don't incriminate Mr. Natsume of anything. That's something. I don't know why I opposed to that. It was so funny. We must use that to our advantage, Mr. Naruto. Cunningly. You made us dream. Welcome. Yes, you're right. Let's listen to the jurors again, carefully. And if any of their assertions are odd, I'll pit them mercilessly against each other. Yes, don't hold back. Pit them all against each other. Alright, so I think it might be for peace sake that little Nipponi's already admitted it himself. You said a woman in green collapsed before his eyes. That's false. Hold on, I think it's gonna be her and him. I'm gonna try those two first. I'll go. I don't think I need to press him because he's already updated his statement. But it might be relevant after this. Okay. When will I make it to the next live stream? Man, I don't know your schedule. Okay, so I'm gonna pit her with the old man. Alright, let's try it. Objection! The music stopped. Did I do it? Those two statements clearly show a flaw in the juror's reasoning. Let's see. Flaw? What are you talking about, counsel? Well, juror number 2. Juror number 6. My, whatever do you mean, sir? She's sweating bullets. I think perhaps the old man didn't hear you. Unbelievable. It's not like I was loud or anything. There is at least one fact of which we can be sure here. Hi, Kawa. I like Kawa. It's cute. The bookshop receipt found in the defendant's room clearly indicates that on the day of the attack, he had been to your books and purchased a number of secondhand titles. He then returned home on foot. But the man says he has no recollection of his return journey. That's correct. But what he does remember is seeing someone appear in front of him on the way. Someone in a green overcoat who suddenly collapsed on the pavement before his eyes. Did I get it right? Wow! Yes, we're all aware of this. The poor young woman who was stabbed, obviously. Objection! Look at the guy! Look at jury number 6! Can we really be sure of that, madame? Hi, whatever do you mean? I'm sure you heard juror number 6's account of what happened to him that day. That same afternoon, there was somebody else apart from the victim who was wearing a green overcoat and who fell over on the icy streets in the neighborhood. Oh my. Oh. My goodness, you mean... Oh. That's right, I'm referring, of course, to hard of hearing juror number 6. Are you really suggesting that the person in the green overcoat whom the defendant saw collapse in front of his eyes was the jolly old gentleman on the end of the bench here with me today? That is entirely possible, yes. After all, the old man has a somewhat similar build to the victim. Well, look at that. My goodness me. Sorry, you need a pee? What? What? Where'd he get that from? You need AP? And crucially, it's not even the vegetable pea. It's just like pee-pee. We know precisely where the old man in the green overcoat fell. On Calabash Road. Therefore, if the person who Mr. Natsume saw collapsing in front of him was in fact juror number 6, it means the defendant must have taken a long route back to his lodgings. Oh my goodness, excuse me. You need to pee, and crucially, and if that's true, then clearly, the crime scene on Briar Road where the woman was stabbed was not on his way home. Oh my. Yes, let's go, let's go. And if they start criticizing, oh, but what about the other road? You still can't confirm. It's like, actually, Beach, I can't. You idiot old man, if you hadn't been so daft as to be roaming about there, we'd have boxed this off hours ago. And really, what were you thinking wearing such a befuddling coat? What do you say to me? He looks kind of cute with that little, like, his rosy cheeks. Is it a crime for the elderly to walk these streets these days? Is it a crime to slip over on the ice? Is it a crime to keep up with the latest styles and wear a beautiful green overcoat? Is it? Oh. Who said it? Hold it. Was it her? Excuse you, are you the lawyer? No. Only I'm allowed to say those 2 words. My lord, I do hope it won't cause any inconvenience, but... You'd like to change your leaning, I presume? I do declare that I would. I should like to call for a verdict of not guilty. Oh, okay, she's changing it right now. Thank you. No, don't give in. I just bit my tongue, and I've already been struggling with this. I feel like I bit my tongue days ago and it's still recovering, and I just bit it again. I'm so pissed. Ah! And I would too. What? Is it a crime to change your mind? Is it? Well, he has absolutely no reason to change his mind. Or maybe this old man is bigger brained than we had thought is the word. Not thunked. Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. That was wonderful. Well, we managed to change a couple of minds at least and strengthen our position somewhat. I can't eat my pistachios during this, and it makes me sad. Yes, and it will prompt the other members of the jury to reconsider their stance as well. They'll be asking themselves if the current leanings are really right or not. Now, if we could just identify one more clue or discrepancy that would make them stop doubting Mr. Natsume, we might be able to tip the balance completely. Yes, that's exactly what we've got to do. So it's probably going to be the worker guy and the nicer young man, perhaps. Pan-Six is looking to bring this trial to an early conclusion. That's what we have to prevent by whatever means we have at our disposal. God, I was like, we haven't heard Van Zeeks at all since we were talking to this jury. We haven't seen him or anything, and finally, this is the first thing he says. Absolutely nothing. Thank you, counsel. On with the summation examination, please. Summation examination sounds like some sort of treaty that was signed back in the 1880s. Yes, my lord. Well, actually, that's the time period we're in now, isn't it? What's the Emancipation Proclamation? That's what it sounds like. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be him. Because he could have. He would have. Yeah, that's it.
Objection!
We the bugs. That's not the Emancipation Proclamation. That's I almost said that's the Declaration of Independence, but isn't that the Constitution? Not even that. We the people? I don't remember history. Is it? I don't think so. Wasn't the Emancipation Proclamation like a treaty with like Louisiana? No, that's the Louisiana Purchase. Fuck, I don't know. I don't remember American history. Hold on. I gotta look it up. I keep opening things. Emancipation Proclamation. Alright, please Google. Why is the first thing that pops up is Espanol? Oh, I was close though. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. As the nation approached its third year of bloody civil war, the proclamation declared that all persons held... Oh, geez, that's fucking... This is Civil War stuff. What? Oh, that was what freed the slaves. Interesting. What the heck is going on in this courtroom? Wait, so what is we the people? That is just the Constitution, isn't it? Oh, it's the preamble. Yeah, that's the Constitution. Preamble to the United States Constitution. Yeah, big brain. Hana, big brain. Take that. Alright, that's what a... I forgot what this is called already. Those two statements are clearly at odds with one another. Look at the guy! Ah! At odds, counsel. Explain yourself. Please don't point. It wasn't me, I swear. Eh, what? I just wanted to get this done and dusted. Well, juror number 3. Oh, me, sir? What do you mean? Juror number 5's words just now are extremely significant. Let's take a moment to consider the implications of what's been said on our map of the local area. I forgot. I was like, oh, for Halloween I could just cosplay as like a Gintama character, and then I was like, wait, I just casually thought about bringing a sword to work. Didn't think anything about it. Oops. Wait, Pinata? Wait. Are you saying Pinata's calling me out by saying the yeehaw and drive in circles? I thought Indy was a racing thing. A wooden sword. No, it was a real replica sword. It's real metal. On the day in question, Mr. Natsume visited this bookshop to purchase a number of secondhand books. And on the same day, we now know that there were works being carried out on Meerschaum Street, making it impassable. What I'm wondering about this is that, did he know? Like, was there a notice that went out that said Meerschaum Street was going to be closed? Or did he have to walk down Briar Road before? Well, that didn't matter because, you know, this wouldn't have happened until after he had left the store. So if he did walk down, it wouldn't have affected anything. We now know that there were works being... Oh, yeah, I already said that. Which means that the defendant's route home could not have taken him along Meerschaum Street and down Briar Road. No, you couldn't because it was foggy that day. They couldn't see anything. Oh, yes, of course. What do you think, sir? Well, yes, you can't argue with that, really, can you? We must have had a good 2 yards or more of the pavement up. Every gentleman and gentlewoman that came along had to turn back and go the other way. So the only conclusion is this. The defendant must have taken the longer route back to his lodgings. Yes, I suppose he must have. I suppose that must be right, eh? Yeah. I wonder if going to the store he saw and had to go all the way back. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm just saying that that didn't affect anything because it just meant that, you know, the time before was irrelevant. It's the time in which things happen that is important. Juror number 3, you said the following. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop. But we see now that he had no choice. Yes. My lord, Mr. Judge, sir, if I may. Yes. Yes. Why did I give him the old man voice? I don't think in all good conscience that I can say the man's guilty now. Oh, yeah. Well... Well, he is, like, nervous, so he probably would have forgotten that information. Yes, I'd like to see this trial continue so we can get to the bottom of what really happened. What about you, sir? Eh? Who? Me? Well, alright then. If there's a hole in the prosecution... I almost said something else. In the prosecution's argument, it should be filled in, that's what I say. Oops. And the scales have been tipped. Fuck y'all, I don't know. I can't read. I can't think. I almost said the tills have been scaled, and then I almost said the scales have been tipped. Oh, you saying tip the scales as a Fire Emblem reference? Gabe, wait. It's literally a scale. There's a thing about it in Sip the Tails, yeah, and Final Fantasy 14 with the goddess Sophia. There we go. It's not my brain's too smooth. I swear, I'm just really tired from work. Holy crap! It's not like it's not like my job has like any intense thought process behind it. I just hope I'm not alone today. Man, I'm thinking about it now. We close at 2. I will have to work till 2 today. Which means... Oh, man. Which means if I'm still streaming at 2... What's math? If I wake up at 1... I still have to be in bed by 5, right? So that's still only 3 hours of sleep. Ah, damn it. That's why I hate this. Okay. Sorry. Well, that summation examination has concluded with a rather large shift in opinion. The ayes 2, the noes 4, so the noes have it. Not guilty, they say. Which means we no longer have a consensus among the members of the jury. The trial will continue.
Objection!
You can't object this. What the fuck are you gonna do? Throw it. You better throw it right now. Throw it! Ah, goddamn it, you bastard. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted to see him throw it and shatter on the wall. That's the best one. Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my hallowed chalice moments after raising an objection? Well, why even bring it up then? Only to crush it in disgust, pray forgive the discourtesy. Van Zeeks is nothing but an act, an absolute clown to fill this circus that is the courtroom. Lord Van Zeeks? Can I have a vampire in court? Court's gonna have vampires. No, he's a clown, not a vampire. Your lord, your honor, my hand is filled with glass and I need medical attention. I have made a mistake. It seems I must retract my earlier remark. What do you mean? I mistakenly credited these juries with intelligence by describing them as insightful. He does this every single time! Every time the jury takes logic and puts it into their decision, he's like... he's just like, I take it back, they're all fools. Yet we have just witnessed them falling for a cheap trick performed by an Eastern entertainer. So I'm the juggler then. Eh? Whatever do you mean?
Objection!
I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I said is the truth. Indeed. Stalwart juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road, as he claims. So I believe you said it was a good 2 yards of the pavement which you had excavated, sir. That's right, took me the whole day and they paid me a measly tuppence for it. Oh no, only Tupperware? Damn, that sucks. But Tupperware is pretty handy if you ask me. Now, my learned Nipponese friend, tell me, please don't ask me what a yard is. Please don't ask me what a yard is. Please don't ask me what a yard is. Oh, fuck! I don't know what a yard is! Like 3.5 meters? Maybe? 1.33 meters? It's the thing in front of you. I don't have a house. Well, if I'm honest, I don't have a clue, no. 2 yards is a little less than 2 meters. Oh. I was way wrong. Wait, I said 1.33 for like one of them, right? Hold on, now I have to look it up. What is a yard? How many meters is in a yard? Oh, no, 1 yard is less than 1 meter. Or, sorry, 1 meter is less than 1 yard. It's like literally like 0.9. What the fuck? This sucks. This is stupid. I hate math. Imagine knowing metric. Wait. Is the meter metric? Please help me. Less than 2 meters. That's not much at all. How many feet is a meter? I put a meaty by accident. Oh, that's 3 feet. Oh, that's the amount of work being done was the same length as a single adult male. Well. Eh? We don't use kilometers. Who's we? Oh, never mind. America. Okay. Based on science. What? Eh? Is like distance a science? I think it's just math. In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate vigor. Okay, I take a drink. Thank you very much. Would you not agree, my stalwart friend? I don't know why I did that for you. I don't know what happened there. But every bug's foot is different. Eh? Oh, you want me to drink water? Okay, hold on. I'll take a drink of water. Gabe, you got the quote wrong at the start. Are you smarter than a bug? I think the answer is mostly gonna be yes. Alright, I took a drink of water and it was green flavor. Eh, me? Well, I can't say you're wrong, no. What? Did you perchance erect a sign to prevent the pedestrians from passing the site of your works? Yet? I wouldn't dream of it. What a waste of time. No coaches. Would have a hope of passing anyway, and we just turn any gentlefolk back when they come. Kids just jump right over us all the time. The accused is no gentleman as far as I can see. Are you saying he's a child that would jump over it? I have little doubt, however, that he could spring over a 2-yard trench in this meanderings around town. He was a very reclusive man who constantly worried about what others were thinking or saying about him. There's no way he would just make attention to himself, especially around other workers, by jumping over a 6-foot gap just to get a 6-foot jump. Isn't that far? I don't think I could jump 6 feet, personally. Is that true? Is it? Where did this come from? What are you holding? I feel like if I tried to leap forward, I would only jump like 4 feet at most. And if it were me right now, a whole 1 foot. It's the judicial scroll. I thought these were lost in the war. The incontrovertible. What the fuck? Incontrovertible. There we go. What happened? Truth is that the books just purchased by the accused were found at the scene. There could be no doubt that on his way back to the lodgings, Mr. Natsume walked down Briar Road. No! Look at the picture! Just because they were found at the scene, which is literally at the end of the damn street, doesn't mean anything. He was already walking home, and he was scared. He probably dropped the books right there and then came here. That's my guess. Ugh, crushed in a single sentence. And old man. Cold man? You can talk? What? His eyes? Did you see his eyes? You say that around 5 o'clock on the day in question, you slipped and fell on Calabash Road. Right, was there a suspicious-looking Nippon-ese behind you at this time? Oh, I can't say as I remember. You don't remember? How about a wager, my learned friend? I hate the way this man speaks. You say it was this old man that the accused saw. Kalmia Gadalika. I don't know why I said that, I'm sorry. Welcome, thank you for the raid. Owl Mom raid. I think it's because I was thinking of like the dot hack town, Carmina Gadalika. I think it was. Anyway. Well, welcome. I don't know why I said weh. I think I was trying to say welcome. And I don't know why an accent was coming up, but I just went weh and stopped myself there. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybug. My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. We are playing The Great Ace Attorney. The first one. Van Zeeks is the clown. I am the juggler. And this courtroom is our circus. What is that? What is that expression? Panic? His boots make you panic? Wanna? Oh. Like Waluigi. Where? I see. Okay, Kalmina, I did it again. Kalmina, thank you so much. See you later. I hope you had fun in your stream. You say it was this old man that the accused saw. But I would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it. Ugh! Okay, well, technically we can't fucking prove anything here, other than the... Never mind, his books were at the scene of the crime. Fine! Order, Lord Van Zeeks, explain yourself, my lord. If you had such a trenchant argument up your sleeve, why in the world did you not prefer it during the Summation Examination? I wanted to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. I wanted him to see for himself how the opinion of the jury is so readily swayed. Ugh. But my hospitality has its limits, and they have been reached, I feel. Your hospitality, huh? Sir, this is a courtroom. Wait, what just happened? So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over. What are you talking about? Was he wearing something? I wasn't even paying attention. I don't know if he was wearing a cape or what. My lord. The prosecution requests permission and call its next witness to the stand. Oh, it was a cape? I didn't see the cape go anywhere. It just disappeared. It's like when Team Rocket takes off their disguises. Granted, bailiff, bring forth the witness. Its next witnesses? Wait, there's more. Wait! There was more. Wait, we had two witnesses already? Have we seen them already? Mr. Naruhodo, do you not remember? We've been told on several occasions that there were eyewitnesses to the incident. Oh, we haven't seen any of them? Yes, I remember. One of them being a Scotland Yard policeman, no less. I'm afraid that it's likely to be the prosecution's next witness. Alright, no matter who Van Zeeks brings to the stand as his witness, and no matter what they say, I believe in Soseki-san. I know he's innocent. Now keep believing to the very end, until this battle is over. God, what if Naruhodo just kept getting, like, guilty people? Like, actually guilty people. What? What's his little hat thing in his mouth? Witnesses, please state your names and occupations for the court. Look at that girl. She looks so cute. I love that she's got the, what do you call that? That kind of, like the, oh, ha, ha, trope. She looks like that, but she's poor, and I love it. And she looks nice. Why is he chewing on his damn thing? Who are these people? They both have scarves. Guys, hold on, he's got something in his mouth, so I gotta imitate this. Nothing to report in the streets, sir. Ugh, I put a screwdriver in my mouth. And I Miss B. Patricia's my name. I'm proud to say I'm this young town hero's wife. His name is Rolly. He's just chewing on the thing. What's the story here? Well, in truth, we've not been married long. In fact, we celebrated our first anniversary only the other day. He's like, oh, a goat. No, it was your husband I was talking about. He seems tired. Hardly surprising. Whilst being an honorable occupation, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world. Oh, really? I'm sure I've heard that before, actually. Indeed, apart from rare days off, our gallant... What do you mean not bad for those times? I'm pretty sure divorces were not very common in, you know, old days. Pretty sure that was like an actual big crime. Our gallant officers trudge some 20 miles a day, you know. They patrol boarding houses and pubs, collect taxes, survey the streets, check that meters are reading true. Yeah. And they're responsible for keeping the streets clean and lighting and extinguishing our streetlights. Time to kill our husband. Yes. All you have to do is just eat his head off. They'll never find out who did it. There are a number of items on that list that don't sound much like policing duties at all. I wouldn't just be falling asleep on my feet. I'd have collapsed long ago. It goes without saying that a policeman's primary duty is the apprehension of criminals. Isn't public service just like another thing? Anyway. When he's off duty, a constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crimes on his beat. For the London, Bobby is a man of honor. Bobby. A man and a man of slumber. Man, I don't know what I thought I said. The London Bobby. On the day in question, this man and his wife are walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction, and they witnessed the incident as it occurred. Is that not correct, Mr. and Mrs. Beat? That's right, sir. Isn't it, Rolly? What's with this helmet? Castle will Rolly Beat, sir. Nothing will put on the seat, sir. I had to put my screwdriver. I've been holding it this whole time. What a great witness he's going to be. Very good. I'd like to hear your formal testimonies now, please. You will let the court you will tell the court exactly what you saw on the afternoon of the incident. Yes, sir. Oh my god. He's a rookie? Poor guy. It was our wedding anniversary, and Rolly was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog and pavement in front of us. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor, and the others scattered something before running off. We ran straight over, of course, and then went for help at the nearby police office. It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock. Rolly and I both saw him clear as day. How did you see him clear as day? Y'all just said it was foggy! Well, yeah, they also just said that he dropped something. So if you man the saw, if you man the saw to clean a day, then you would have seen what he dropped as well. Those are words. Well, this is extremely compelling testimony, I must say. Oh dear, this police and his wife are claiming to have positively identified Mr. Natsume at the scene. Words put together in some fashion, you're right. You know, sentence structure does not matter. So long as you put all the words together, like, I think any bug can, you know, decipher it. Syntax? Sorry, I don't wear glasses. Sorry. Have you like good day, Hope? Yeah, I think. How do I have almost 30 quotes already? If their testimony is true, the alternative course of events that you establish in the summation examination will be quashed. It's death knell. What the fuck is a death knell? Do I look like I know these words? Because that alternative was never viable in the first place. False. You are wrong, and you're dumb, Van Zeeks. Stupid head. How do you only have 30 quotes? Well, we just set up the quotes like 3 weeks ago, I think. I don't remember that one. No, it's burnt, you idiot. I don't remember. Death knell is the bell that rings at your death. Well, who said? What an unfortunate bechancing. And on your wedding anniversary, too. Ah, my nose. Oh, I know, but I still managed to go out for the evening with my man. I thank the Lord for that. Gosh, the life of a London Bobby. Sounds very hard indeed. Indeed, however. This cross-examination will be over in minutes. You may well have time to rest this afternoon. What do you mean by that? My learned friend, the witness, saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. No, they didn't. That's not what they said. They said... they said it couldn't have been anyone other than him, right? They didn't say they clearly... Well, they did say they saw him clear as day. But they also said it was foggy and they couldn't see what he dropped, so we all know they're dumb. So never mind. I'm also dumb. I want to know if we added the paralegal quote. What was the paralegal quote? Streamlabs, why are you putting the date European style? What? Where do you see that? Where do you see the date in Streamlabs? Paralegal, I barely have one. Day, month, year? Yeah. No, month, day, year is the American way of doing it. Wait. Is it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I haven't written like the no, I've gotten 8 hours of sleep. My brain, I'm not tired. My brain hasn't woken up yet. They are testifying under, oh fuck. Under oath that it was without a doubt the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume. You're barely able to function. That's not my fault. And one of those witnesses is a policeman, no less, so you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure. Don't do it. They're all gonna be like, oh, okay, he's fucking guilty. If they do it a second time, then he's actually, like, they can't do it. We can't fix it. Except that the man's so tired, his wife has to do all the talking. Testifying under oath means jack. Absolutely. We all know that testifying under oath is literally nothing. It means absolutely nothing. What are you testifying under oath of? Even. Lying... Lying is easy. Excuse me. One sec. Ah, I hurt my brain. Hold on. Yeah, but like that doesn't make sense. It's to God, right? But like, does that mean that you can't be like a witness or like a jury if you're an atheist? Or you just don't practice a religion? Because I mean, like, what are you gonna be swearing to? Like, myself. I swear to myself that, I'm not gonna lie. You pinky promise? Oh, okay. You go to the judge and be like, I pinky promise I will not lie. I'll swallow 1,000 needles. If I lie. God, that would suck. They could probably hold you to that. Enough preamble. Counsel for the defense, commence the cross-examination, please. That seems way more effective. Exactly. Yes, my lord. This man's a goat. Look at his eyelashes. Oh, they both have really long eyelashes. It was our wedding anniversary and Willie was taking me out for a meal. Hey, hold it! That's a lie! We know this man could never take you out for a meal. I will, though. No time to change after work, you say? Are you also a member of the police, Miss B? Oh no, it's sadly not. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women, children, and the elderly cannot even apply. Well, I think you can probably see why children and the elderly can't do the job, can't you? Why are you just finding random quotes? I think Rolly looks ever so handsome in his uniform. It sends you down to the ground, doesn't it, darling? Oh, look at his eye! What? Ah, I just finished my beat. And now we're heading down to the station. I can't. I need something smaller than a screwdriver to put in my mouth. It's too much. I was actually planning on getting changed there. Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy. His eyes? He's so cute! Lo, look at him! Slow blink. Honestly felt. Oh no, really, I much prefer you in uniform. Sometimes I don't recognize you when I see you in plain clothes. Oh dear, that doesn't seem healthy. Kindly adhere to the point. You were going for a meal after you finished your beat for the day, correct? Yes, because he's talking with something in his mouth, so I gotta replicate it somehow. And I'm doing that by putting a tiny screwdriver in my mouth. That's right, so yes, although I was fit to drop. To be honest, after spending the whole day on my feet. But police didn't my life, sir. As long as I'm a proud owner of this, I held my duty and will cling to the end. I can't do it. You're concerned for me? Be concerned for yourself. What's that now? Ah, fuck, stop talking. I was expecting you to talk less, to be honest. My what kind, sir? Who found my London copper? It had a little tiny prickle with a fourth wick on it, and a reminder to us all as policemen of our sworn duty to patrol the street of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. Sir, and for such a noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day. I give up. Without fail and without a grumble. Because I know that the plodding of my boots is all the Londoners need to hear to feel safe and secure. I like him just like this voice now. Is it not working? Oh, well, President, give us our Hana fact. So, violent crime doesn't appear to come into it, then. But, sir, just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Miss B put up with a lot, being married to a puppy. Like me, I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care. Oh, Pat. Oh, Broly. They're cute. They're kind of cute, though. Oh, what a charming couple. Their young love is such a joy to behold. If a little over the top, perhaps. I'm hoping that, like, somehow this court doesn't have them, like, you know, trying to kill each other. Scotland Yard isn't actually in Scotland. I can't believe they lied to me. And then kindly describe what happened next. Hold it! Two silhouettes. That's right, they were coming towards us, walking up Briar Road in the opposite direction. Big. There was a rather plump figure followed by a scrawny, thin-looking man. That does sound exactly like the victim as pictured in this print, like Mr. And like Mr. Natsume. Wow, can't read. Yes, unfortunately it does. And you're certain that at the time there was nobody else nearby? Oh yes, quite certain. It was dark, but there are streetlights on Briar Road, you see. But he was on front? What do you mean? Who was on front? A Bobby. I think the letter B is funny, and when you put two B's next to each other, it's still funny. There was nobody else around at all. Isn't that right, my darling? Oh, she just keeps tugging on his scarf. What? Yes, that's right. Of course, there was a light fog in the ground. But Briar Road is dead straight, and you can see a fairly long way down the pavement. And there's the street lighting as well. I did see in the other pedestrian. Hana fact number 1. Hana once ate 130 deli potatoes in one sitting in an extreme bout of hunger. I could do that for potato wedges, to be honest. Hana fact number 2. Hana has a secret chimp. I hate that is totally wrong. A secret chimp sidekick named Bobo Bono. Bobo Bono. Interesting. I hate apes, though. I hate monkeys. Who carries a special magic conch shell that can call upon all mantises. What? What? This is so random. Hana once had a coffee hanging out with Sherlock Holmes himself. Though she left early to grab a special custom donut from the local bakery. You think I can ever dictate my time in such a way that I, you know, go to a bakery to find a limited edition donut? Wait, what? He was in front? He wasn't in front. He was behind, right? He said he saw the person fall down in front of him. Before sleep takes a firm hold, your answer please, Mr. Beat. Are you quite sure of what you just said? Yes, sir, as a copper who spends all day, every day keeping watch of the streets, I swear to it, sir. Look at her eyes! She is infatuated, and I love her for it. As I'm sure, as my love for Patricia is true. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. Her name's Patricia, though, and it reminds me of my first horse in Breath of the Wild. I named my horse Patricia because I was thinking of that vine. Patricia! You know that one? Okay. You should see the CG. No, they didn't. It showed the skinny one behind the round one. You don't know the Patricia vine? Hold on. Now I gotta look it up. I'll link it for all of you. I found it, okay. Here you go. Patricia! Yeah. Sorry. Beef jerky. Okay, sorry. They're still maintaining that there was no one else around other than the victim and the attacker. It's starting to seem like they must be... It's starting to seem like that must be how it really happened. Bella, why are you like this? Every time I do anything with this bag of beef jerky, she comes up. It's beginning to seem like there's nowhere to run. That's the guy who's like, I don't have enough money for chicken nugget in the... Hi, Bella. Well, that didn't stop Mr. Natsume. Did it? Ryunosuke talking with a higher pitched voice. He fled the scene all too convincingly. Patricia! Thank you. I believe we have a reasonably clear idea of the situation just before the incident now. What happened at the crucial moments that followed? Come on. Good girl, you're so big and fat. I love you. Hold it! Scattered something? What do you mean by that? Oh, well, I couldn't make out what it was at the time. But then when we got closer, we realized what it was. Didn't we, darling? She's so soft. I love her. What? Yes, that's right. It was some old books. I see. Old books. Yes, sir. The culprit had dropped a number of them all around where the victim lay in the pavement. Soft? Yes, Bella. She's soft. Indeed, as clearly pictured in this photographic print. That rotten Japanese man did, that when he did the deed. Hold it! Wait, didn't we find out that those books are not from the actual bookstore? Like, aren't they from the other bookstore? Hold on. Do. Oh wait, I don't think they showed us what the books are yet. Let's not forget that it remains to be established that the defendant was indeed the attacker. But we saw him. It was the man in the dark without question, sir. The mustache, the hunched back, the cat-like eyes, the taut mouth, the snub nose. Everything. I think it was just to clarify the other place. We'll see. Because if we find out what those books are, then that's when we can actually dictate whether or not they belong to, you know. Anyway, any more insults you want to throw in? That's right, he looked down at the poor defenseless woman with those terrifying, intense eyes. And then suddenly threw his books under the pavement and ran away. Why would he stab some bug and then stare at them and then just decide to chuck his books and run? What? He's like, yeah. Bella. I see. This is tough. They seem as though they're telling the truth here. May I remind the court that this unambiguous testimony comes from a policeman and his wife. Now we know the police are never wrong. Now please continue. Yes, so. Bella, you're so cute. I love you. You ran straight over, of course. Hold it! Was it your husband who went to Finch for help? Was he a bird? No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I am the proud wife of one after all. Isn't that right, my darling? What? Ah, yes, that's right. I asked Miss Beat to go. I was off duty by that point. But, bubbies. Never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obligated to stay and guard the scene. Very laudable, Mr. Reed. Preserving the scene of a crime is a task of considerable importance. That's why I sent Patricia, you see. I told her where to find the right police box. Forgive my ignorance, but what do you mean exactly by the right police box? Depends on a crime's location, you see, as to who deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my beat. So I told Patricia the way to the police box for the beat. The incident fell under so she could go and report it. Who's this fake-ass Apollo Justice? This is his, like, great-great-grandfather. Basically. This is in the 1880s. I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the bubby on duty. There's nothing more potent than a young couple in love working together, you know. Bella! And thanks to your swift response, the case was quickly resolved. The actions of two model citizens. Bella, find a place to lay down. Oh, please, you're making me blush, isn't he, darling? You're making my wife blush, I'll put you out! Yes, sir, what Patricia said, sir. Let's move on, shall we? How many more do we have to go? Oh, this is the last one. Hold it! But surely you wouldn't have been able to see his face by the light of the gas street lamps, would you? Oh, we absolutely could! Our Londoners have exceptional eyesight, I'll have you know. Right. The light— no! Stop it! He's tired! The light from the street lamps was more than enough. And my husband already told you that the fog was only light, didn't he? Poor guy. Yes, and what of the fog? We're famous for it across the globe, I believe. But it's an absolute menace to those of us who have to live with it, of course. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, it is. When it's thick, you can't even see the hand of at the end of your own arm. Oh. Yes, alright, I take your point. Now, could you stop shaking your husband about? The constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see. That's why we can tell for sure and certain that it was that little Japanese man we saw. Can't we, darling? God, they're so slow with all this. What? Yes, it was the accused and no mistake. The mustache, the hunchback, the cat-like eyes, the taut mouth, the snub nose. Unmistakable, sir! I don't know what a snub nose is. As far as the couple's testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. It was Soseki-san they saw running away from the scene of the crime. So that's it, is it? That's their entire testimony? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they say they saw. It refers to a part of a gun? Well, that makes things even more confusing, but okay. A short nose? Yeah, his nose is pretty small. But he doesn't really look hunchback to me. Not based off just this one picture I have of him, of course. Mr. Natsume running away from the scene on Briar Road that day. Yes, I feel the same. So if that's true, where does it leave us? The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after this testimony. Oh no, then what do we do? Bella, your tail is wet. If Kazuma-sama were here, what are you trying to say? I think he would try to find a contradiction somewhere else in their testimony. What do you mean somewhere else? Your statement about seeing Mr. Natsume is unequivocal. Yeah, unequivocal. Excuse me. I don't know where I put an extra letter there. Calling that into question won't help. But if you could identify some other part of their testimony which appears to contradict the facts, you might be able to discredit them to make the jury doubt if the pair's memory of the day is accurate. Oh, I love you. Lay down, puppy. I think Bella's struggling to find a place to lay down because the mic is in the way. No, he's 23. She's 21. Oh, right. Ah, my goodness. Excuse me. Put simply, we must focus on finding a discrepancy in these statements somewhere. If we don't, I'm afraid the trial may reach an early and unfavorable conclusion. Ugh, why do I always seem to be so up against it? Okay, let's try it again. Let's see. Mr. Lawyer, sir, can I ask you something? Oh, yes, of course. What is it? Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything we told you, so... It seems like you don't believe our testimony, is that right? Is it? Well, out with it. I don't think she understands what a lawyer is. What? No, 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 no. Oh, no, it's really not that at all. What is this music? My husband's a policeman, remember? And I know what I saw. I remember every last detail, everything. Like, oh, I know. What about the books the man dropped? Oh, come on! What are the books he dropped? I could tell you the names of every single one. I could, every single one. Okay, that's very big stuff. Tell us, please. And you dare to question how reliable my testimony is? Hello? Can we get to that then? No, I won't do it all. I don't even know what he's saying. That Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of. Even if I decide to forgive him for insulting us, don't think for a minute that Rolly will. I really didn't mean to cause offense. Please put your husband's fists down. Perhaps you would like the opportunity to supplement your testimony, Miss Beat. I was like that. I was thinking. I was like, wow, she didn't correct anything in her testimony when we pressed her. I almost said when we repressed her. Oops. And then she's just like, actually, Bella, get down. Might that appease you? No, that's my boygo. You can't have my boygo. Down. Oh, thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Bella, get down. Sorry, she's trying to get behind my computer, and there's not really a way for her to get there. She would knock so much stuff over. Good girl. Oh, thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Wouldn't it, darling? It's not that she's hungry, she's big. Alright, what's the books? I can't even tell you the names of the 4 books he dropped at the scene. Well, he only bought 3 books, didn't he? Well, let's hear it. Yes, we know that there were books dropped at the scene of the crime, as you say. Those purchased by the accused at the nearby secondhand bookshop on the day in question. Bella, I love you. After I'd been to the police box for help, I decided to have a good look over the area for good measure. I'm a proud policeman's wife, after all. I did it for Rolly. And what was your husband doing at the time? He was probably sleeping. Oh, he was like face down in the snow, getting some well-deserved rest. No, the poor guy. He works ever so hard, you know, ever so hard, don't you, my darling? Interesting way of guarding the scene of the crime. Well, Miss Beach, seeing as you've regaled the court with tales of your powers of recollection, would you be so kind as to recount the titles of the books you observed at the scene? I'd be happy to. Now, are you all listening? Tell me. There was the picture of Monsieur somebody or other, and what's its yearnings? Oh. Then there was a meal for someone, and the last was definitely the thingamy's something. What the f- I thought she had really good recollection. There was a 4th book, though. So they're definitely... some of these is what she said, exactly. You see? Yes, I see there are 1 or 2 holes in your memory. Oh well, they were along those lines, I'm quite sure. The salutations. Hi, Ryu! There are indeed books found at the scene with titles along those lines, as you put it. Well, what did I tell you? So I think it's very mean the way you've been implying that my testimony can't be trusted. Don't you agree, darling? Oh, he has a fucking gun! Ah! What the hell? Anyone who upsets my Patricia will have me to answer to! Okay. Terrifying. Yes, she really is. Good girl. He's got a snub-nosed revolver. I didn't even look at it. So that's it, is it? Their entire testimony? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they say they saw. Mr. Natsume running away from the scene on Briar Road that day. Yes, I feel the same. So if that's true, where does it leave us? Okay, this is the same thing we read before. Oh no! Ba 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 ba. Alright, hold on. Oh, I had to get the names of the books. Okay, hurry up. So it was the last one, right? I guess I'm just supposed to present the thing, because if there's 4 books and he only bought 3, then that's obviously a thing, right?
Objection!
I honestly wouldn't know what else I was supposed to press there. So you're saying that there were 4 books? That's right, I remember all of them. The picture of Monsieur Somebody, What's It Yearnings, A Meal for Someone, and The Thingamy Something. There was a 3rd steak? My mind has been blown. I'm sorry, Miss Beat. But there's a fundamental flaw in that statement of yours. Oh no, what flaw? Slams this. Simply that at the scene of the crime, there were only 3 books, not 4. What? This is the receipt from the bookshop where the defendant bought his books. Your books? It's been following us since London? What do you mean since London? We've been in London this whole time. You mean Japan? Yes, and it details Mr. Natsume's purchases that day. But as you can see, only 3 books are listed. Only 3? But no, that can't be. I remember seeing them. There were 4 books, I tell you, 4 dirty old books. Oh, really? Have a good look at this photographic print of the scene of the crime. As you can clearly see from this evidence as well, there are only 3 books. But I just don't believe it. So if she saw them there, what it could possibly mean was that, you know, the actual attacker went back to pick up a book that he dropped. Perhaps. To remove him from the crime scene. That is my guess. I saw them there, I swear, I saw them. No, madame, I'm afraid your powers of observation cannot be relied upon. Grr. So it cannot be denied that though you say it was the defendant you saw, you could very well be mistaken. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. No!
Objection!
Shut up, you stupid clown. The real criminal is Herlock Sholmes. It's plainly evident that it is your powers of deduction that cannot be relied upon, my dear Nipponese friend. What? What I cannot be denied is that these 2 witnesses, oh my god, saw the accused running from the scene. A fact that you know very well you have no hope of disproving. Okay, do it. Throw it. Throw the thing. So you've striven to avert attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancies. Would that be fair? Oh, he sees right through me. But your plan is somewhat recoiled against you. Alright, show us that updated autopsy report for the lady that didn't die. What are you talking about? It's quite simple, let me explain with a toast. To the policeman's wife and her entirely accurate testimony in every respect. Oh! You see, the matter is not up for debate. At the scene on Briar Road... Hold on. A total of 4 books were most definitely found. But what about the photographic print? It only shows 3 books. Quite right, only 3 can be seen in that print. That print, you mean to say... Yes, there it was! Woo! Allow me to present another, one that shows the victim's hand. Oh. What the fuck? Is the Burke... The Lion's Pride! That's from the other guy's place! That book belongs to the Giridem. It is burned. I don't believe it. It's the 4th book. Wait, how did she get it then? As you will observe, the 4th book was hidden from view in the original print by the victim's torso. Gaia, I'm sorry. Wait, are their scarves connected? Order, order! Their scarves are fucking connected. There, you see? Look at that. Look. Yes. How wildly convenient that they're just withholding evidence until it matters. It's just like I said, isn't it, my darling? Yes, sir. Patricia's always right, sir. I just studied the receipt for the books purchased by the accused on the day in question. Miss Beat, the titles once again, if you please. Oh yes, of course. The picture of Monsieur somebody or other. The picture of Monsieur Lecoq. Lecoq! What's it, yearnings? Canterbury yearnings. A meal for someone. A meal for... Gabriel. In fact, as the court has just heard, the witness remembers the book titles flawlessly, save for a few minor details. Mrs. Beat's powers of recollection can only be described as exceptional. Wait, what was the other book she remembered, though? Hold on. Because it was Alliance Pride, right? But did she say that? Oh, I can't go any further up. Fuck! Yeah, they only mentioned 3 because they're talking about the 3 books that he purchased, so they match. That's all they were going for. Do you hear that, Rolly? The gentleman paid me a compliment. You compliment my wife, I'll put you under 6 feet. Yes, flawless, Patricia is flawless. But there are only 3 books in the receipt, and Miss Beat mentioned 4. There's nothing surprising about that. Clearly, the 4th book is what is that which is shown in this photographic print. I'm sorry, counsel, but that does that not seem odd? Why would the 4th book be omitted from the receipt? That was the recipe. God, I can't fucking read today. It's not at all odd at all, my lord. God, as the photograph clearly shows, the 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, it belongs to the victim. It does not belong to the victim. The victim was holding her own book? I wonder, what became of that 4th book? Obviously, it was overlooked by the investigating officers at Scotland Yard. I have it here as evidence. You will submit that in the aforementioned photographic print to the court, please, counsel. Gestures to the court. My pleasure, my lord. The second crime scene photograph has been added to the court record. Interesting. The book is going into the ground in that photo. No, the book is burned. Oops, I didn't mean to go there. It's supposed to be a burned book because this belongs to Gyaradev when his bookshelf caught on fire. Yeah, see? Oh, look at this. The book has been badly burned. You're right. You'd never be able to read it in this state, especially not the latter pages. What a terrible waste. Judging from the scorched edges of the paper, I think the damage must have occurred very recently. A book recently damaged by fire. Why does that seem to raise a red flag with me? Because, okay. Because we know who this belongs to. Let me see. It's a book entitled The Lion's Pride. I'm afraid I don't know any English literature at all. So it wouldn't be something I've heard. Wait a minute. The Lion's Pride? That's strange. I think I've heard of a book by that name before. And very recently, too. It's a title I recognize too, Mr. Naruhodo. But there's no update for that. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely burned. Eyelash. Okay. The Thungummi something? What's a Thungummi? Is this a real book? I mean, she's holding it. The prosecution rests. But the prosecution call for nap time, please. I have nothing further to add. What? You seem surprised, my learned friend. But your resistance until now has been in vain. In vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. I know, Burger King, I'm joking. I don't know if it's a real book. The spurious longer route to the accused lodgings that you tried to establish in your summation examination, and the attempted discrediting what of the witness's powers of recollection in your cross-examination. Thumgummy. The Thumgummy is something that just sounds very vague. I feel like the Lion's Pride doesn't fit that, but okay. Futile. I walked right into this, didn't I? No, it's the Thungummi something, so it would be the blank and like the possession of that blank. Like the Lion's Pride, I guess, could fit that, but I don't know. You see, everything we've said is true. Isn't that right, my darling? Yes, Pat! Marry me, Pat! Wait, what? I thought you were already married. Eh? Oh, it's a real book. Wait. That book came out after this game takes place, so I don't think that's right, Gabe. So perhaps the ladies and gentlemen of the jury would like to reconsider their positions. This is a time-traveling book. I don't know what a thumb gummy is. I just know it makes me hungry for some snacky snack. Should the court waste any more time on this Nipponese travesty? Or is the decision you have to make all too apparent already? Bing, bing, bing. You have all heard of the witness and seen all of the evidence, the deets. This trial has run its course. Mr. Netherholdall, I'm afraid we are in a terribly precarious position. I know, but if I fight back in the wrong way now, I could very well just make matters worse. Think, Ryunosuke, think. What do you do now? We definitely have to say something, because the book that they showed us does not belong to her. We know that. I don't know what I need to do. I'm pretty sure I need to object.
Objection!
I'm not done yet. No, my learned friend. It's over. That last cross-examination it was your last final chance to establish a credible defense, and you failed. The die has been cast. There is no more room for debate. Speaking of die being cast, if y'all want to pre-order my custom Hana or Solomon die, check out my Discord, which is actually closed off. So, pre-orders are going to be ending soon, and you won't be able to pre-order again once the actual orders have been made. Probably on Monday. Hopefully by Monday at the earliest. Hana, my awesome mantis sister, long time no see. Hope you have been awesome. You've always been one of my favorite insect-based movies. Aw, thank you, much day. Much day. Do you have a playmat that might be made? I do. Okay, so I ordered some extra, or I'm gonna order some extra Hana dice and some extra Solomon one. But the thing is that I think Solomon is actually more popular than I am. So I'm ordering a lot. I'm ordering 20 extra Solomon dice and only 10 extra Hana. And I'm gonna try to sell them along with like maybe a playmat and like sleeve and like a die combo perhaps. Do you know any other bug VTubers like moths or centipedes? Yeah, there's Nio the centipede and Juniper the moth. There's like when it comes to insect VTubers, there's like 500 billion moth VTubers. Oh, Pinata, thank you so much for linking that. There's plenty out there. I think I know. I'm starting to see a lot more mantises pop up. So I think I know, let's see, including myself, probably about 5 mantises now, maybe 6. No, Junie's really big. Hana, do you know of any butterfly VTubers? Yeah, Amanda Lee. Was that her name? Who did the anime voice, the anime English covers? Who was really big? She's going to be a VTuber. She's butterfly also. There's also, I think, Ray. I hope that's her name. Ray comments a lot and likes my stuff, but I honestly can't remember if that was quite their name or not, and I feel bad. They're another butterfly VTuber. There's also Bug, who's butterfly. I think so. I mean, if you look at all her stuff, it looks like she's butterfly themed. And once again, it's kind of going for like the whole Eldritch. Why is it with bugs and like this? Butterfly collab? Well, I'm not a butterfly, so I can't do anything about that. Luma's a wasp, I think. Honestly, there's a lot of bug VTubers out now. I feel like they really like popped up. which is ironic because I remember becoming a bug VTuber because I was like, there's not a lot out there. I was like, when it comes to VTubers, there's a lot like, you know, humans or other animals, but not really a lot of insects. And then I become one, and then you know, you just start seeing it pop up a lot more. It's like, everybody had the same thought that I did, apparently. Bug buzz. Gaia, what is a caterpillar? I'll wait for your answer. What is a caterpillar? One pink lemonade moth. Yeah, she is like a Gyaru rosy maple moth. She is a little kind of 18 plus, so I don't really watch her stuff. Caterpillars can be moths. You're indeed correct. A caterpillar is a larval stage. Yes, a caterpillar is a larval stage of either a moth or a butterfly. So, bug is a monarch butterfly. Caterpillar is wormmon. Wormmon. Can that even be counted as a bug fact? Anyway. I made my whole thing about die. Okay. Well, it might be over as far as you're concerned, but... I can't think of what to say. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks, it seems somewhat boorish to close down the debate at this point. Oh. Your insignificant little Eastern Isle must be a lawless hole indeed. Wow. I hate it when he's just like... I hate him so much. For a lowly judicial assistant to have the audacity to intervene in a moment like this. Wow, lowly judicial assistant. Really? Oh. Oh no, don't we meet Mr. Sato? What the fuck? I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So you will have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential and her opinions invaluable. Mr. Naruhodo? Mr. Naruhodo? Why did I say it like that? Ow! I scratched myself. One of this land's great guiding principles is tolerance, so the court will hear you, madame. Go ahead, Mrs. Sato, please. She's so cute, I love her! I used to think, I thought she was so boring when she popped up, and I love her. Very well, pray, what insight can you give us? Singapore, oh. That was a lot of countries, you're right, Burger King, that was indeed a lot of countries. What have we overlooked in this matter that you see fit to pursue further? Well, the court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished. I see. And you believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you? Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think? Yes, absolutely. Is it just possible this new evidence might be the decisive proof we've been waiting for? The judge is sure to ask the members of the jury to announce their leanings in a moment. And of course, he's sure to ask you to explain what the crucial piece of evidence is and why. So we must take this opportunity to examine the newly presented evidence as thoroughly as possible. Yes, I understand, and thank you, Mrs. Sato. This is it, so Sato-san has managed to win us one last chance here. One last chance? I still have 5 chances. Don't want to hate Zinks just yet. Well, I liked him. Okay. It's just at certain points I like him, but or I disliked him. But I liked him in the last trial when we were kind of going against, like, both of us were both kind of going against our the defendant because we knew he was the murderer, but like we couldn't point it out. We couldn't. Anyway, I can't let it go to waste. The defense wishes to present evidence, my lord. Oh, fancy. Hey! I don't like it when he gets racist. Yeah, definitely that. He's just kind of racist sometimes and only, like, when it's fitting for him. Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence. Evidence that apparently offers a profound insight into this case and has hitherto been overlooked. It should be this.
Take that!
Obviously the evidence we just got, right? The evidence in question is what we can see from the newly presented photographic print of the crime scene. The music didn't stop, though. The fourth book found in the victim's hand.
Objection!
We have already discussed the fourth book at length. No, we haven't! I've got information about it! Other than it being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. It definitely was. You know, open borders and stuff for Japan and stuff was really new. So this mingling of different countries was a little, I guess, unusual. So it's understandable for sure, but you know, pursuing the matter further would be a flagrant waste of the court's time, as you well know. Yes, I'm afraid, counsel, I must concur with the prosecution of this matter. When I afforded you this opportunity, you led the court to believe that the evidence in question contained a hitherto undiscovered clue. It does! It does! So I must insist that you elaborate, counsel. You identified this clue at once. Do I make myself clear? Yes, my lord. It's, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe the prosecution is trying to avoid a thorough examination of the evidence, which means you may very well be on the right track. Yes, I think you might be right. So, counsel, precisely where is this vital clue to this case, which the fourth book conceals? On the back, bitch! Right here. Right here.
Got it!
I would ask the court to observe the back of the book in question. The back? What do you... Good gracious! It's been burnt to a crisp. So we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? One sec. I know, right? But I think it's because I don't think the music's gonna stop. They're probably gonna ask us to present one more piece of evidence, and I probably have to show who the book actually belongs to, and then the music will stop at that point. And so we have to ask ourselves, oh yeah, it is undeniably an extremely unnatural thing for her to have been doing. I know, right?
Objection!
Unnatural, you say? Then what of it, my Nipponese friend? Oh! Were I to concede the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there's nothing to discuss. So should you wish to assert that this fire damage is some veiled clue as to what happened that day, pray, do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide? A charred book. There's just one possibility here, which I can't quite bring myself to rule out. It's an outside chance, certainly, but worth a try. All right, I'll explain my theory. Don't keep us waiting any longer then, counsel. Explain this theory of yours. What are you suggesting that you can ascertain from the fire damage the sorry tomb has suffered? Its owner! My lord, the burn on the back of this book reveals a startling truth. It's not even just the burn, it's the fact that he specifically mentioned losing that book, which he really enjoyed. About the book's owner. I beg your pardon? But you already know who the book belongs to. The victim was gripping it in her hand as she fell to the floor. After all, it's obviously hers. No, it's not, you bitch. The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hand has yet to be answered. However, as to the questions of who the book really belongs to and where it originated, the defense has very credible answers. Good gracious, how can you possibly? Very well. I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise. But do remember, the members of the jury may as well burn you burn you if your little gamble goes awry. Counsel, the defense response here is very likely to influence the final outcome of this trial. So tell the court, who do you claim that is the owner of this burnt book? Giradeb!
Take that!
Did it.
The answer is that this book belongs to the couple who owns the house where the defendant had his lodgings. A certain Mr. and Miss Giradeb. The landlords. His hand, did y'all see it? What the fuck? And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know, but... Y'all, I'm gonna eat this entire bag of pistachios tonight! Of the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today is none other than Miss Giradeb herself. I'm sorry, I had to reveal it. Oh my goodness, me? I think you must be mistaken, sir. I'm not Mr. Giradeb's wife. I'm his maid. Things would be so much easier if you would just drop the pretense. All right then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Giradeb's house? I would never presume to know all the books he keeps, sir.
Objection!
Well then, why don't we call Mr. Giradeb? This is outlandish behavior. This woman is the accused landlady, you say? You implicate his hardworking member of the public. Oh, this hardworking member of the public. You besmirch her without a shred of evidence. The evidence is that I was literally at their house yesterday. Actually, you know what? Get Herlock Sholmes here. Your actions are unforgivable. Hi, hard drive. This is no mere conjecture. The defense happens to know that on the day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Giradeb's house. Good lord, what sort of incident, counsel? A fire, my lord. Afraid to say it happened in the blink of an eye, you know. I forgot what voice I gave him. The whole place filled with smoke, couldn't see a bally thing. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. Of all the things for me to remember, it was that. Look at him! Hello? Hello? I think Google was going off again. But I think I turned him down since last time. I don't know why I just didn't mute him. And we got 30 quotes now. The Lion's Pride. Oh, you know, the one the victim was holding. By Jove, the very same title that the subject, that's the subject of this debate. Oh dear me.
Objection!
What are you objecting to? This is risible. All you've done, all you've told the court is that a book by the same name was involved in a fire. But look at the book that she's holding. Isn't the book also very rare? In which case, it would be reasonable to assume that it was burned to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically removed itself from the scene of the crime. Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was marital discord. Without going into details, it appears that Miss Giradeb was considerably enraged. It might have not been rare. I think it was just that he really liked the book. Apparently she continued to attack Mr. Giradeb even amid the flames. Oh, how awful. I can't even imagine being so horrid to the one you love. Can you, Rolly? Absolutely not, sir. Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir. Without going through the details, yeah. But like, how did the fire, how did the book disappear? And all my favorite old tombs in that case, or old novels. Why did I say tombs? What? Why did I just give a different word for book? But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. Then the wife started hurling things at me. Oh, okay. She probably picked up one of the books and it flew out the window. There was I, back up against the window under heavy enemy fire, incendiary books coming at 10 to the dozen. What if it hit her? Wait, she threw a knife! What if she threw a knife too? What if she threw a book, the victim leaned over to pick it up, and then also got hit in the back with a knife? They had cake on the table. I don't remember if we saw any knives, though. The man had his back against the window and he had burning books thrown at him. Yeah, the knife wasn't deep. Goodness gracious, are you suggesting that the book was thrown through a window and landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime?
Objection!
No, a thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted the very evening of the incident, and there was no report of the Garadev's window pane being broken. That's quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Garadev's household. Maybe he opened the window to get the flames out, but it's not. But it is not conceivable that the window was open at the time, and not even remotely. Let us not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it. Oh, hard drive, no! How far are you delayed? No Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter. Yeah, he would. If it was getting hot because there was a literal fire in their house, they would have opened the window, right? Oh yeah, smoke? They were fucking on fire. What's their thought process here? Does the defense postulate this scenario in all seriousness, counsel? Do you earnestly claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garadev's wife? It's literally just Van Zeek's trying to just get rid of this. He's literally gaslighting everybody. Is that what a prosecution does? They just gaslight? A solid minute. Wow. I believe it's a possibility, my lord. I wish I could help hard drive. I'm sorry. That's quite enough. Is it Garadev? Is he here? Oh, it's the wife. She's showing her wedding ring. Well, I hope everyone can see you for what you are now, you little foreign trickster. You call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward. A mean coward. A mean coward? Why? Oh, okay. Really? Claiming that our little tips set the whole neighborhood alight, honestly. Implying that I am merely posing as a maid for appearance sake. How could you? It's nothing to do with this beastly case, not any of it. All you've done is sully our family's name. Did I say any of that? No, I assure you that was never my intention. Hi, Graf. Hi, Sinbad. We are winning. I haven't gotten a single strike yet. What is on her face? Oh, I thought it was my TV. Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud simply to divert attention from your failing defense. Oh, did she slap the guy next to her? I should box your ears. That's what I should do. It's utterly unforgivable. Too right. Here we go. How long have we sat here now listening to this Nipponi spouting out his fancy foreign theories? Ah, Ophelia! Snake raid. Thank you. I love you. I want to rip your arms off and beat you with them. I'm sorry, I don't know. Every time I see Ophelia, I just want to commit violence with or against her. Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Maybe. Thank you so much. Welcome for the raid. Do snakes even have arms? No, she's like a funny snake with arms. Oh, I was doing a stretch. I'm sorry. I didn't faint. Baltera VTuber, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Hana Horde. Well, welcome, everybug. My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. I'm an orchid mantis. Ophelia is some bug I want to do violence with. Which I feel like that's something I've been wanting to do since I became a VTuber, and like we just like never did anything about it. I don't even think we've collabed, have we? No, we played a Phasmo once. Anyway, we are playing So you choose death, exactly. We are playing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is the first game. And we are on the second case, I think. This funny circus courtroom is literally dancing within the palm of our hand. We got them right where we want them. Oh, high score! This is the fourth case? Are you sure? Oh shit, you're right. It's the second one from where we're at. Pinata, thank you for gifting us up to Ophelia. I would suggest, if you do not want to get spoiled, thank you for coming for the raid, and please head on out. I do not want you to be ruined. Otherwise, feel free to stay. My brain is, it's not waking up very well. So, is this the omnibus case? No, the omnibus case was last case. This is the one after it. Anyway, the fifth case is long and a doozy. I mean, the first one was long and a doozy, so I feel like it's gonna be very exciting. The first one was literally 6 hours long for us, right? Alright, thank you. I took a drink, Fox. Okay, let's continue. For context, for any bug who stayed, we found out that the victim had a burnt book belonging to another person. And chat and me right now are theorizing that the victim was not stabbed by the defendant and was in fact stabbed by random happenstance of a knife flying out a window. That's what we're thinking. And now they're getting annoyed with us, even though we're getting all the puzzle pieces together. Anyway, this guy is accusing me of spouting fancy foreign theories. But think about it. At the end of the day, the only person who could possibly have stabbed the victim— Oh, Franks, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the Hana Horde. The only person who could have possibly stabbed the victim is that little hunchback with the mustache. And he ran away from the scene, too. I do declare you're right. It's true. Yes, what did I tell you? Makes sense to me. Sorry. What's that? Poor guy. Actually, accidental murder. That is what we are thinking. What? She's not dead. She didn't... I don't even think she was in critical condition. She didn't die. She's just been, like, literally comatose since then. Well, it would appear that the ladies and gentlemen of the jury are once again in full agreement. What is your position, Lord Van Zeeks? I really want to startle him to where he like drops the glass as he's pouring it. He just isn't accidental murder and manslaughter. It's irrelevant because she wasn't murdered. She didn't die. In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessary protracted proceedings. But then one must always exercise patience in order to savor the best vintage. My slaps are confident, which means I'm doing things right. No, wait. The mystery of the fourth book still hasn't been... When he puts his fucking leg on the desk. If books are your predilection, my learned friends, study them in your own time. That's... Get your damn foot, stinky doo-doo head. What? No, forgive the discourtesy this time? You were just waiting for him to say that. Ahem, in that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, will you now state your individual decisions regarding the defendant's culpability for the court to hear?
Guilty!
Yeah, of course you would.
Guilty.
Y'all are fucking bitches.
Guilty.
Y'all are absolute sluts.
Guilty.
I'm sorry. I feel like I have to say that.
Guilty!
Y'all suck! Y'all stupid heads! Stupid doo-doo! I don't think I've ever said that on stream, I'm sorry. Thank you for that unambiguous response. I'm sorry, the jury just pisses me off. That's twice now, it's over. Mr. Naruhodo, don't give up. I thought it was like if it was the second time they all reach a guilty verdict, then it's just actually guilty that time. Final amount of strikes? Wait, what do you mean final? I haven't even... We're not even done with the court case yet. Mr. Sato, have you forgotten? The battle isn't over yet. You're not suggesting. Of course, the defense has the right to another summation examination at this point. You could still... Oh, I guess the summation examination doesn't matter for this stream. Do y'all think I'm done? I still have 40 minutes left. You could still convince the jurors to change their minds. You have one more chance. Oh, it's the predictions. The prediction's not done. It hasn't happened yet. Okay, okay. Those of y'all voting against me, I'm scared. I'm scared now. My lord. The defense asks to exercise its right to a summation examination. Do it, do it. You believe you still have tricks up your sleeve? I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. This is no time to be downcast. As long as there's a chance, I have to stay strong and determined. It's at the end of the chapter. This would be a perfect place to stop if I didn't have 40 more minutes. Okay. I'll go ahead and save. Nerd on, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Hana Horde. Okay, but he's cool though. You got the defense of the sword, and then you got vampire prosecutor, so 4.2 patch. I have considered the defense counsel's request for a further summation examination of the jury. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can't do it right now. I can't do it on stream. I forgot I need to ask off for the weekend of whenever when the weekend of Endwalker's early access comes out. You're a lurky turkey? Okay, no worries. Oh my god, sorry, I had a really big stretch. I was telling my boss and I was like, do I have to put a reason? They're like, yeah, and I was like, okay. What do I put for my reasoning? It's a weekend, I don't know if I can get that off. I have determined that the court must uphold the defense judicial right to this procedure. So, counsel, you will now proceed with your second summation examination. I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman? We are, my lord. Oh, you know what? I did tell them that I do stream, so I could just say, like, second job. But I don't know. I don't know if that would work. I feel like... I don't know. Fuck. You know what? Prior commitment does work. Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you to state clearly and concisely for the court the grounds on which you find the defendant guilty of this crime. Okay. Time to nitpick every single point. It's unfortunate though, because I already told them I stream. So I don't know. The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his. If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. Well, we already got it. We got... Let's see what the wife says. Let's see what the wife says, because that's 2 big things. Even if the woman is throwing books that can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it? Dear me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit. No. Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tiny bit of trouble. That's why I like my union. It's in the contract that they can't ask you why you went to take PTO. I wish I knew what a union was. Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes. Actually, that might be important. Yes, considerably more tangible arguments from all members of the jury this time around, it seems. Well, not from that old guy. No, I know unions are good. I just don't know, like, how, like, is a union a job? Is it, like... I don't want to get... Never mind. I don't want to get into the conversation of what a union is, in this stream. With one notable exception, of course. My learned student friend was unable to find fault in the previous witness's testimony. What are you talking about? Yes, I was. Well, not quite. I did find extra information from their testimony. Not that there was fault. So the court must accept the fact that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. That doesn't mean he was the bug who did the act, though. And moreover... I just love how it gets caught in flames despite, like, not being... It's like breaking on the base. It's not breaking anywhere near the flames. Eh? The action of joining together, the fact of being joined together, especially in political context. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I don't understand how that it has anything to do with a job. But that's irrelevant because I don't want to talk about that right now anyway. It's ironic. I feel like it should have been called a legion. You know, like the demon or something. Or demons, I guess, technically. No one else was even at the scene to commit the crime. Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, I feel like we need to call Mr. Girdab as a witness in some way. Because we now know about... Damn it. Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, it would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. Oh. I hope y'all didn't hear that. I failed to see how it can be argued any other way. That means, I'm afraid, that during the summation examination, it's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts. But how? That would even constitute a tangible... what would even constitute a tangible explanation here? Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman and how? Those two details are all you need to provide. Simply give us a name and a method by which the attack was conducted. Here I was thinking this might be hard. But Mr. Naruhodo, you have to do it. Otherwise this really will be where the trial ends. Ugh, no pressure then. That's quite enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please. You bet one Hanabuck on the flying knife from the window? Okay. We'll find out. I presume you are prepared, counsel? Oh, yes, my lord. All right, Ryunosuke, focus your mind now. Slap! Clearly, the key to the summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid, or should I say Miss Girdab. We have a book that disappeared from the Girdab's house on the evening of the incident. And the 4th book found in the victim's hand. For some reason, this just reminded me that I really want to check out the live-action Ace Attorney movie that came out. I think it was based on, like, the first game. I've never seen it. Wasn't there... Did we ever get, They did have one. They did have one. It was Phoenix Wright. Did we ever get... I remember forever ago, they revealed a Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright, like, crossover game. There was a stage show as well. I don't care about that. I want to see the movie. I'm not really into stage shows. I don't really like plays. Did we ever get that game? Anyway. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. Oh, it was literally Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Oh, it wasn't English though. Oh, I guess we did. 3DS. Ew, it looked weird. Because it looked like it was like the 2D style of Phoenix Wright, but in 3D. It doesn't look as good as this game. Imagine having two Ace Attorney 3DS games, and this one's just a great Ace Attorney, just clearly superior. You liked it a lot? Well, maybe I'll check it out, though. I'm too dumb, so I can't... I could never really do the Professor Layton games. I kind of want to do them on stream just to see how small my brain really is. I remember the first... I don't know if it was the first Professor Layton game, but I remember it was like, okay, rearrange these matchsticks so that the dog... It looks like the dog got ran over by a car. And I was like, what the fuck? Holy crap! And that was the only one I ever got right. If Ham can do it, you could do it. No, because I remember watching Ham for it and my math was so wrong. It was like, okay, well, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, this is math. How come that's not the answer? And it's because I kept getting an answer that had nothing to do with the question. And the fourth book found in the victim's hand. There must be a way to link the two. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far, whatever it takes. Don't forget to keep an eye on Miss Garrideb and how she reacts, even to the things other people say. Yeah, what's a good math game? That's not... I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna press everybug on this stuff.
Hold it!
I don't mean like actual math, I mean like fun math. The convicted were killed in that game. Oh shit! Oh my god. Damn. Okay. Ooh, alright. But as we now know, there were 4 books, not 3. Actual math is fun. I hate math. Y'all remember when I was like... 7 times 12 is 72 or whatever I said. 32. I don't remember what I said. What? Why? Just saying why was so... Anyway. Throwing 8s around red. What the fuck are we talking about? Well, what difference does it make? There's every possibility that the 4th book, in fact, belongs to the defendant's landlord. Yes, that's the part I have a problem with. Sorry? How, Patsy? Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was home, wasn't he? Enjoying a fiery scrap with his wife or something, you said. That's not exactly how I put it, no. Well, anyway. The point is, the fellow and his wife were somewhere else when it happened. I think that's what you call a strong alibi. I don't know what an alibi is. So it couldn't have been the landlord who did it, which only leaves the Nipponese fellow. Honestly, I can't see what all this palaver's about. It's a done deal, isn't it? I suppose it is, since I have nothing witty left to say. He wants a location. Yeah, he doesn't... I don't think they know exactly where this landlord lives.
Hold it!
Which is literally, like, right next to where the incident occurred. A claim or piece of evidence that one was elsewhere when the act, typically a criminal one, is alleged to have taken place. What is it called? Then what is it called when it puts them, you know, as being a suspect? I could have sworn it was also called an alibi. Like, what's the word for, like, their reasoning for committing the act? Like, they owed a debt or something like that. No, that's not it. Motive? It's just motive? Oh. I think I somehow got motive and alibi confused together. Okay, I got it from the first one. I could have sworn I was always seeing alibi used in place of motive. So you might be willing to change your decision, you mean? Oh my, such delight on your face, but I'm afraid I shan't be swayed by emotion. Despite what you may think of me, I'm a very modern, metropolitan, and rational woman. That's great. If one reads the morning papers, it's all forgiven by tea time, isn't it? So why read them in the first place? You see, modern metropolitan and rational thinking, wouldn't you say? And not at all extreme. As I see it, an overwhelmingly suspicious Japanese man has been implicated. Shinzo. Thank you very much. Could y'all hear the notification that time or no? No, you couldn't hear it? Fine. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. One sec. I don't know exactly what is preventing y'all from hearing it. I do not know at all. Alerts should be on monitor and output. I don't know. Anyway. It's all fun and games educating Hana on legal terms, but when she starts asking for advice to avoid accusations, we might be better off not helping. Wait, Lauren. What do you mean? I thought you were all here for me. Has been implicated by overwhelmingly strong testimony. So despite one or two minor puzzlements, I do declare that the man is overwhelmingly guilty. Modern metropolitan and rational logic, wouldn't you say? Oh, excuse me, that was weird. Overwhelmingly. When us modern gals aren't always delighted to embrace new fads, you know. So I'd be only too happy to consider an exciting new theory if you'd like to come up with one. I see. I'd be happy to do that too, if only I could. Let's do our very best not to disappoint the modern and metropolitan young lady. Right, I'm glad you admitted rational there. You calling me a future criminal? What are you, the Minority Report Police? Hold it! What about the possibility that the window was open? What about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been. How can you be so sure? The prosecutor fellow over there said it earlier, didn't he? Winters in London are no joke. You don't want to invite that sort of cold indoors. Bitch, there was a fucking fire inside. So no, that window wasn't open. Us Londoners like sitting by the fire and staying warm, you see. by literal, like, fire erupting in your household. But you couldn't categorically state that the window wasn't open, could you? It just wasn't. They wouldn't have opened it. Then what's the point of even having windows, huh? Freaking those guys. Counsel, you'll kindly refrain from childish bickering. Oh, sorry. Somehow I need to show that there's an undeniable possibility that the window was open. Because this young man isn't going to budge otherwise. So I gotta show him a fire, the proof of a fire. Oh, fuck. Dear me, it was only a little book.
Hold it!
But the little book was on fire at the time, was it not? With flames of love, I'll have you know. There's really no such thing as a loving incinerary bomb. She keeps swiping at the poor guy. Well, he brought it up upon himself. It's playing with fire to betray a firing love. Isn't it? Well, don't you agree? Well, any kind of betrayal is certainly a bad thing, yes. But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Miss Girida. Okay. Never you mind that. The point is that we were just having a jovial little dispute, nothing more. Quit swiping that poor guy. I want him to say something. By Jove, woman, will you cut that out? Something like that, you know? And I won't have any more of these suggestions that it was anything whatsoever to do with the crime. Right, well, we'll see about that. But what about juror number 5? This poor guy, he doesn't seem to be turning a hair at Miss Garrett's relentless onslaughts. He's just not... Okay. It's almost as though he's used to it. What a gentle soul he is.
Hold it!
You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here. Well, him and me both then, like I said before. Oops, excuse me. What? I told you already. I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some readies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down in the Thames tomorrow morning. What? You heard me. My missus ain't one to mess about, you know. She can be fierce, believe you me. Another shining example of marital bliss, then. A situation like this cropped up the other day. It was, well, Did you know? It's funny, but I can't quite remember. Okay, sorry. It was too frightening that's the thing. I must have blacked it out. Helpful. I wonder if Mr. B will ever be dragged into Thames by his scarf. Don't even go there, Mrs. Sato. There must be some way to jog his memory about this. What? About what? Come to think of it.
Hold it!
Come to think of it. Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case? Thames? Thames? No, I'm gonna say themes. Sorry, what's that? You'll have to speak up, lad. About how his wife embarrassed him? Could you tell us more about that fire? It was last winter my grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. It had 75 candles on the top, it did. What a sight to behold it was. You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship? I guess birthday cakes aren't really a thing in Japan at this point. No, of course not. It was an angel cake to celebrate my birthday, obviously. It seems that it's a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruto. Devil worship. I love the culture shock with that. It was so funny. Anyway, I mustered all my puff to blow them out. Only I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but candles went flying all over the room. The furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke. Alright, I hope he says he opened a window to let the smoke out, because that would be an obvious thing for us to use. It's devil worship only if it's the devil's birthday. Exactly. Definitely sounds like devil worship to me. And by the sneezes, I presume you mean a cold? But how did you catch a cold from a fire? Because he opened the window! What a fiasco it was. The grandchildren, bless them, threw water over me as they tried to put out the flames. And then because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open all the windows to clear it. The windows were open because of smoke. The biting winter air rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave, it did. I caught a terrible cold from it. It put me in a hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry. See, it's impossible because we all know Londoners don't open their windows in the winter, even if there's fires. So, sorry. You're wrong, old man. Alright, sorry. I knew it was devil worship all along. Something about this old man's story is playing on my mind for some reason. It's because he opened a fucking window! Naruhodo, come on. He needed to demonstrate who, apart from Mr. Natsume, could have attacked the young woman on the street. As well as how he or she could have done it. Yes, but once again, the juror's statements are full of personal prejudice. I can't hear. I had to wipe my nose and now I can't hear. Old man is sus? Nah, the old man's fine. A lot of them seem convinced that they're right, even in the face of logical arguments to the contrary. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I just can't hear. I think I just need to take my allergy meds. Hi, Jasper! Hi! I think you're going to need to pit them against each other to force them to accept an alternative explanation. Yes, I don't necessarily need to find contradictions between their assertions. Just the connection might do the trick. All right. I'll see what I can do. If anything stands out, I'll go in for a strike. That's the spirit. All right, so we're gonna pit, let's see. All right, easy. Easy.
Objection!
These two juror statements clearly contradict one another. Ah! He's doing the face again. They do. How exactly, counsel? Don't point at me again. I told you it wasn't me. What's that you say? Speak up, lad. Speak up. Juror number 3, do you see? Oh, me? See what, sir? Did you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebrations last year? I'm sorry, it's funny because it sounds almost irrelevant. It seems despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I'm sorry, these jurors are so fucking stupid. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Oh! It's all coming together. Exactly. On the day in question at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Giradeb household. And Mr. Giradeb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke. Oh, my hat! Oh? What's that, ma'am? You got something to say?
Excuse me.
Juror number 4, do you have something to say about that? She's poisoning herself! Judge! Miss Giradeb! Oh, dearie me! What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am? It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, what? Jesus, that correction was all of a sudden. It's time to drop the pretense now. What is it? When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window? What? I beg your pardon. What are you insinuating? The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window. I can only imagine what Vanzi is doing. He's just in the back, like, arms crossed, eyes closed, like, very, like, face, you know? And what if we did? Then that's the information we need. Thank you, madame. Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband, now, he wouldn't fall asleep. He wouldn't do that. He's not the kind of guy that would just, like, you know, shirks his work. My husband was frantically trying to open the window. And he would, if it seemed like he was, then it would just definitely be fake. He'd just be like, I'm sorry, this charade was so boring. I merely closed my eyes or something like that. Which can't have been easy since I continued to give him a justly deserved book battering. Even though your house was on fire? Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise. Sorry. I grabbed some allergy medication, thank you very much. Of course, I should have realized. That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You managed to establish that the window was open. That is a significant step forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Sato. One sec. We simply must have added to Miss Giradeb's formal statement. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, one sec. He doesn't have anything to say. Those 3 books of his. That's all you had to say? Fuck. Now I'm stuck. I don't quite know who to press here. Let's see. Let me see again.
Hold it!
The 4th book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book, The Lion's Pride, the same title, in fact, as the book Mr. Giradeb told us he had been reading. Well, I really couldn't say. On the day in question, did you or did you not throw it at your husband? The copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading. I did. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. Did she read the book? Did she, like, pick it up and be like, oh, The Lion's Pride. Yeah! And now you come to mention it, yes. He was rather enjoying reading it, you're right. Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the onset? Because I couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember. At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on as well, you know. I really don't. I barely noticed I was throwing a book, much less the title of it. What's up? What happened here? You okay?
Excuse me.
What's going on, sir? Oh, maybe I think this might have triggered that memory loss that he had. What is it, jury number 5? You know something? I've remembered what it was. That memory I'd blocked out. Ah. It was listening to what this granny was saying, brought it all flooding back. Jeez. Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Miss Garrett, or the maid, I'll have you know. The man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's too used to being hit all the time. Oh, that's sad. It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work, like. I put my hand in my pocket for the wages I just earned that day, and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out. Oh, no. Oh, dear. What a disaster. You haven't heard the half of it, boy. Oh? The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. Oh? I couldn't hardly get the words out, but I told her straight, I've lost the day's wages, love. The next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear, stuck to the wall next to me. It did, about an inch deep. Both the reactions, no words, just terror. I could smell it then, you know, that god-awful stench of the Thames. Excuse me. The Teams. I was sure I was going to end up face down in the muddy banks that night, I can tell you. Now, that's a real disaster, isn't it? I'll never use the word lightly again. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. When women lose their rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it. Mr. Narahodo, you mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined. What about the Susato suplex? Or whatever it was called? No, I wasn't thinking that. Throwing household objects at people is, well, it's so uncivilized. At least attack with honor. Using a bow or the like, oh my god. What? Attack? Who are you going to attack? Susato takedown. I like Susato suplex better, honestly. Oh, ew. Gross. Never mind. Anyway, this man's words could be rather significant, I think. Alright, we'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare. Alright, so let's see. A woman in the rage will hurl almost anything at you. A kitchen knife really brought that home to me. Okay. This should be it. This should be it.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly have a deep, significant connection. Good grief, you mean they don't contradict each other? Explain, counsel, at once. Jury number 2, do you think, perhaps, that this could be one such novel alternative? Oh my, whatever do you mean? An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back. What are you talking about? We've demonstrated that the 4th book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated from Mr. Garrett's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book could have found its way from the Garrett household to the street below. Yeah, what's that now? After all, Miss Garrett could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Is that right, juror number 4? What are you insinuating now, you little beanpole? Excuse me. I don't think this has anything to do with, other than it being blunt. I don't know exactly what this would mean. I don't know. Called a beanpole. I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origins of this book came to light, perhaps she had a feeling this might be what happened. It could be, but I don't know what kind of cake knife would fold. Now listen here, you Eastern Gala. As the foreman of this jury, I demand a straight answer. You give us this yarn about some other object making its way out of the house, but what? What is it? The devil worship cake knife. Indeed, indeed. I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make, but I haven't had any real evidence to back it up. But I'm certain that at the very least, this warrants further investigation. All right, Mr. Foreman, I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garrett household on the scene of the crime was... It should be this.
Take that!
Juror number 4, Miss Garrett.
Oh?
Did I do it? What? What now? I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before? Ah! Good Lord, Counsel, what on earth are you doing? That's the weapon that was lodged at the victim's back, man! Man? Slap. My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garrett were on the throes of an argument. Mrs. Garrett was hurling anything she could at her husband, who'd been backed up against the window, a window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene. You can't seriously believe that. The book was found in the victim's grasp. Yeah, but if it came into contact with her or near her, she could have leaned over to pick it up. Are you saying that it flew out of the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand? Even my missus hasn't got a name like that. Yes, I admit. There are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why. We must not allow this trial to end. Not right now. Oh, my. Miss Garrett, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not? She could just say no. Oh, yeah! Oh, ma'am? This is Wendy's. My lord. I wish to change my decision. I'm a woman of my word, after all. Thank you, madame. Yes, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but... I just don't think it would be right for this trial to come to an end now with so many unanswered questions. Mr. Foreman? I'd have to agree. Not that I think the granny did it, mind. Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either. Oh, is this gonna be unanimous? No, the old man didn't do anything. All together now, ladies and gents. Why did the old man not do anything? He's just like not even caring, honestly. We got it. We got it, boys. We did it. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo. So, as a result of the defense's summation examination, a number of jurors' leanings have changed. 2 jurors called guilty, 2 against 4 now calling innocent. Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided. And this trial will continue. Alright, Fancy, say something. Oh. I was hoping for another checkpoint. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? I will actually stop here. I'm actually going to stop here. Because it is time for me to go. I have to get ready for work now. And I think this is a perfectly fine point in which we should stop. Yes. I do not want to keep going. I do not want to get confused. Thank you for coming, everybug. Thank you so much for the raids today, Ophelia and, Sorry, I had to stretch. Who else was it? Kalmia. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raids. All right. Tomorrow, I do need to fix my schedule again. But tomorrow, I'll be live again at 2 p.m., I think. What time is it now? It's 5. Damn, it's 5 already. I can't believe this. So 2 p.m. again tomorrow. And we will be playing... What is tomorrow? Saturday now? So Tales of the Abyss. All right, let's go see who we shall raid. Tales of the Abyss tomorrow at Let's wait. Let's go raid Ritaka. I don't know what Ritaka's playing, but it just says just chatting. It also says born to shit, forced to wipe, so I don't know. It's really vague. I love Ritaka. He's really funny. Let's go say hi to him, and I will see you all tomorrow. Yes. Yua? Oh, I didn't see Yua. Oops. All right, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.